Where would I buy in Darra in Queensland? Remember, if I had to buy in Darra, where would I buy? I'm not saying to go out there and buy today, but let's try and uncover, the optimum where as a professional we would potentially invest in Darra if we had to at a suburb and a street level. So let's overall analyse the area. When I do these, I'm not saying run out there today and buy. So I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on deciding if this area is worthy of our attention. When I do that type of analysis, I do go up one level above the suburb. I start looking at longer term factors that drive growth. Here we've already made the decision to come into Darra. It has been by user request, and in isolation it is sitting in the optimum buying window. Let's have a look at why. So overall we are bound here into Brisbane, south heading in towards the Ipswich area. Been a lot of new homes constructed in the Darra area. Okay, we need to understand that where it sits in context. We have had some reasonable growth. So the suburbs around Darra in the last 12 months haven't done a huge amount. Some of them have even gone backwards. That might be a low sales problem or a supply, volatility in the sales data because of low number of sales. But Darra has actually done quite well. One of our, through our analysis, when properties have done well in recent times, it's generally a pretty big handbrake on future performance. So for me, jumping out really quickly, when an area has just gone up 15%, ask yourself, is it more likely that it's going to continue in the short term to continue growing, or is it going to have a little bit of a time to gather its breath and recover and consolidate before it has another run forward? So 15% capital growth there at that suburb level is something that I just wanted to be careful of to see if we have reached a market top. Okay, sold prices to get my bearings. So there's lots of data that it's loading here when we're looking at the suburb versus suburb. 890,000. I want to see 2/3 or more in owner occupiers. Let me just load that one up. And we've got 55%. So that's the first flag that I need to check here in Darra. Are there enough owner occupiers to drive that owner occupier demand? That's generally that pride in those residences that increases property prices in the longer term. Let me just skip forward to days on market. I want to see if this market is tightening or is turning over quite healthy. So around 100 days on market, and overall that's trending upwards. So that's probably a primary indicator to me that this market is losing steam. Let me just have a look at what's happening with yields. 2.7%. That's not for me investment grade. Let's see what way it's trending. It's actually falling downwards. So property prices have been going up. Rents haven't been keeping pace with it, right? That means that the yields are falling. So for me, this is not trending in the right direction. Remember, if we had a gun to our head, I think we can do a lot better at a suburb level here, guys. If we had a gun to our head, we had to buy in Darra. I want to see 2 out of every 3 people as owner occupiers. There's really no suburbs apart from this little pocket here where that is the case. I could make arguments of these pockets here, 60% or so. I'm happy with that if we had to. So this would be the south area of Darra that I'll probably focus my attention in on. We want to be buying houses in this location. There's lots of those apart from this street pocket in the north. 0% of houses through these areas, but that's probably, parkland and that sort of industrial, commercial type zoning. So we are focusing our attention on potentially these 3 suburb pockets along the south. Let's have a look where the higher rents are. I love to see lots of owner occupiers paying above average rents, or not the owner occupiers, but the tenants next door. I like to see it when they're paying above average rents. And my dream scenario is when I see high owner occupiers percentages with above average rents and above average yields. So these people are paying above average rents for lower price properties in really strong owner occupier streets. That's why the yields are still above average. And you would expect in these locations that the property prices would catch up to these higher rents if people were drawing themselves to the area, and the yields would drop. So that's why we're trying to find this combination of high rents, high yields in these strong owner-occupier streets. Is there any public housing to be wary of? No, not really. So this is where I'd focus my attention if I had to, guys. These 400 dwellings here and here. It's as simple as that. Hopefully that's useful for you around Darra, Queensland.